Hey guys, so since I think it's Earth Day today, we're gonna read, or this week, we're gonna read a book about Earth Day. And I'm outside today and it's kind of windy, but the sun is shining and it feels great. So, Earth Day, where we celebrate our earth and everything on it, like the leaves and the trees and the plants and flowers. Okay, today we learned all about Earth Day. It is a special day. It is when we celebrate our planet. We watched a movie about the Earth's climate. Climate is how hot or cold it usually is outside. The Earth is getting hotter and the ice at the North Pole is melting. Oh no, look at that little guy. He's slipping off. That's where the polar bears live. Yikes, I have to help slow down the melting. Dad, I asked, what can we do to stop the ice from melting? Let's find out, he said. It turns out that the energy we use during everyday things like driving cars and watching TV is making the earth warmer. We have to save energy, I said. I turned off the computer and all the lights as fast as I could to save energy. Be careful, Dad, I said. Oh no, he's tripping in the dark. The next morning, when little sister was brushing her teeth, I turned the faucet off. Saving water helps the polar bears. I used to do that to Mrs. Schultz all the time. I would turn off the water to save the water. I didn't want to take the school bus the next morning, but Mom said, the bus saves energy because all the moms and dads don't have to drive their cars. Good thinking, Mom. After school, my friends and I collected cans, bottles, and newspapers, and then took them to the recycling center. We put the money we earned in a big jar to give to a Critterville charity called We Love Polar Bears. Aww. The next day was Earth Day. Our whole class went to the park to plant trees. These are good for the earth. They help suck up bad stuff in the air. It was hard work. Come on, guys, I said. Do it for the earth and for the polar bears. Our teacher thought I should dig smaller holes. I think the hole's a little big. He got stuck in it. We made signs that said, reduce, reuse, recycle. Then we put the signs up everywhere to remind everyone how they can help too. So reduce means to use less of something. Reuse means you can use something again and again. And recycle means you can take things to the recycle center and they turn them into something again. That night I couldn't sleep, so I went to the kitchen for a snack. Then I saw a little sign that said, climate control. That's it, I yelled. I know how to save the polar bears. I have to change the climate. I don't know if that's gonna work. The next morning, I got right to work. I made a list, just like Mom would do. Next, I drew up the plans, just like Dad. Little sister helped collect everything on the list. The most important thing was ice. We needed lots of ice. I don't know how they're gonna get it to the polar bears, though. I put all the parts together. What is it? Mom asked. It's a climate control machine, I answered. It will cool down the earth and save the polar bears. How does it work? Asked Mom. Well, I said, the fan blows air over the ice. It makes the earth's air cooler and keeps the ice at the North Pole from melting, and that will save the polar bears. Aw, it's a sweet thought, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work like that. I put a thermometer on top. I waited for the climate control machine to start working. But my ice kept melting, so I had to borrow ice from everyone in my neighborhood. I worked very hard all day long, but the temperature stayed the same. Finally, after it became dark, it got colder. Hooray! But the next morning, the temperature went back up. The climate control machine doesn't work, I said. It will never save the polar bears. That's not true, said Dad. Because of what we learned, I turned off my computer at night. Little sister turns off the water when she brushes her teeth. And we all turn off the lights when we leave the room. Then Dad added, you and your friends collected bottles, cans, and newspapers to recycle. You also planted trees for fresh, clean air. That made me think. Wow, I said. We are all climate control machines because everything we do can help save the earth. Don't forget the polar bears. So, some things I do at home to help the earth, I recycle everything I can. So cans, bottles, paper, some plastic and glass if it's allowed. And let me think, I like to plant flowers around. It's been a little cold, but Mrs. Schultz plants lots of flowers everywhere. Trying to think. We try to carpool, so that means that you have a lot of people go in one car instead of everybody driving their own. You can ride your bike instead of driving. There's tons of things. So ask your mom and dad, maybe you are doing things already to help the climate and the polar bears. Bye guys.